I mean, I traveled around the southern part of the continent over my first 6 months here in Africa. Went through South Africa, Botswana, Namibia, Zambia, eventually Zimbabwe, just looking at different anti-poaching units. And I was trying to get a foot in the door and a place to start a conservation, thrill-seeking adventure. I was looking for a fight, not a cause. And it was during these travels that I got to spend time with rangers. I got to see the struggles on the ground. I got to see the day-to-day challenges that they faced. And they were simple challenges in comparison to where I came from, having worked with elite units, having worked in places like Iraq, where they were just throwing billions of dollars into this, protecting resources in the ground. And then you come over and see rangers, these wildlife rangers that are protecting the heart and lungs of the planet, that had access to virtually nothing. Nothing. You're talking about rangers that didn't even have boots to patrol in, or radios or ammunition for their weapons. They're going out and they're facing these armed insurgent-like groups. They had automatic weapons, heavy caliber rifles, operating in teams of more than a dozen in some cases, and they were out there trying to destroy nature, trying to kill elephants for their tusks, rhinos for their horns. And there's rangers that didn't have the right leadership or the right training, but they'd thrown their lives into this for a very small monthly salary. And that did a few things for me. It made me reflect on my reasons for being in Africa, and that for me was deeply internally challenging confrontation, because I was there for the wrong reasons. But it also made me reflect on purpose and mission, and it inspired me to want to do something different with my life, other than just looking for the next adventure or thrill seek. And alongside what was happening in terms of my own internal interrogations, and being inspired by rangers, was also seeing what they were fighting for, and that was nature and animals. And that was also another sort of internal confrontation that I had, because I'd come from a position of hunting, a position of exploiting animals, as a heavy meat eater as well. I'd been paying someone else to do something to animals that I was no longer willing to do myself, or didn't want to do myself. Whenever I hunted after being in Iraq, I knew what it was like to be hunted. And then I saw this combination of inspiring group of people and what they were fighting for, and it was a time for me to make a choice in my life about what I wanted to do with the two things that I had. By the age of 29, I had a fairly good amount of money, and I had a certain level of skill.